Good morning. It has been a hot minute since I've been on here. I'm so sorry. Life has gotten away from me. So I'm back. And this morning I'm going to be using my Makeup by Mario Rosy Glam from the Glam Quads um, collection. And um, since the last time I saw you guys, I have become a beauty counter consultant, and so I am going to be showing a couple of their products as well. So let me go ahead and get started. So let me get my prep on. So I'm going to be using my Too Faced Major Hangover RX primer. Take my glasses off. Hopefully that has rubbed in. Okay. And um, next I'm going to put on my foundation. No, actually I'm going to start with my concealer. I like doing it in that way, that order. So this is the BeautyCounter Skin Twin Creamy Concealer in Deep 1. And this is what this one looks like. And so since the last time I saw you guys, I started looking into BeautyCounter, and one of my friends is a BeautyCounter consultant, and so she talked to me more about the company, and I did like their philosophy and being about clean beauty and making sure that products are safe for us to be putting on our face. And so I decided to join up with their program. And so far, I've been liking everything that I've gotten from them. I actually got a bunch of their stuff before this, but then a couple weeks ago, I joined up as a consultant and got some more products. So just showing you guys what that looks like. And so if you're interested in clean beauty, this is a awesome company to look into. Look at their products. They have a nice variety of both makeup and skincare products. And so far, I have been really enjoying all the things that I've gotten from them. Um, this is the second time I'll be using the concealer and foundation. I used it yesterday, and I was definitely very pleased with the finish and the wear for the day. So I figured I would show you guys what it looks like, at least when I first put it on. And yeah. So the shade that I got for the foundation is Deep 620. And they do have a tool on the website that can help you pick your shade. They have, of course, examples of the different shades on different skin tones on the website, and also it kind of, if you know some general things about your skin tone, like I'm deep with neutral undertones or deep with golden undertones or what have you. It helps guide you as to which foundation color might work for you. And it also then has a tool where you can um, then look at which concealers generally go with that skin tone as well. And so they have a pretty diverse line of shades and such. So check them out, see which one you think. And this is a natural finish. I would say it's medium to full coverage. More to me, it's more full coverage, but then I use a lot, so there's that. Let's see if I get all this on here. I may have pumped a little too much. I did 3 pumps, I think. Probably only needed 2, but I'm not gonna let foundation go to waste, so we're using it all. I'll just use this. Usually I could put concealer here on my problem areas, but I'll just use this excess foundation over the area. Get that together. And use this over here. So I do really like the creaminess of it. I like the natural finish and the buildability so far. It kind of reminds me of how my Too Faced Born This Way foundation performs. Which for me, I think is really good for it to be a clean beauty product. I don't know. I have this perception that the clean beauty products are not like as good as like traditional products, which is like definitely not true. Clean beauty products have come a long way, especially in recent years. Like RMS and um, Cure Weiss, and all these companies that offer great quality, um, high end, clean beauty products. And so there's a lot of great options out there. Last bit, I really did squirt out like way too much. This is an egregious amount of foundation, but hey, I am not letting it go to waste. All right. And today I'm using my sponge, my makeup sponge, to blend it out. Yesterday I used my Sonia Kashuk foundation brush, and I can't say that I prefer one over the other with this foundation. I do like that it was a little bit faster when I did it with my brush. But I do like the way how it looks with the sponge. So I don't know. I think both are fine depending on which you prefer to use. So yeah, so there's my complexion products, and I chose my color online for the foundation, and I think it ended up being a pretty good match. Oh, my glasses on so I can see. Yeah, I think it's a fairly good match. I did buy a little the foundation sampler cards to give out to clients. I might try one of them myself just to see what a few of the different shades look like on myself too. See if there's an even better match for me. But I think that this one is pretty spot on. So I'm probably not gonna find a better match than this one. I think it looks really good, and it's fairly consistent with my chest skin tone. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna use my Fenty eyeshadow primer as usual. Get that on there. And I like to pat that down. And while that is doing its thing, I'll swatch the 4 colors from the palette for you. So these are the 4 colors in the Rosy Glam palette. The colors are named just like Rosy Glam 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is Rosy Glam 1. It's like a silver color with it's like a hint of purple or taupe or something in it, I feel. There's that. Then this color, and I have been using this palette a bit, so pardon it looks a little grimy. And it's got like it's purple with like a pinky maroon type of shift to it. Then there is 3, right? Rosy Glam 3, which is, I don't know, mauve, something like that. Nice sort of shiny color. And then it has the matte brownish tan, something type of color in it as well. So that's what that one looks like. So those are the 4 colors in the palette. So I will use that brown color as a transition shade. And I'll get a nice fluffy brush here. What is this? This is a Farrah 35E. I'm just gonna, ooh. It does have quite a bit of fallout. I had to clean this palette before I um brought it on screen for you guys, just because I had been using it, and so there's a lot of fallout everywhere. So I'm just going to put that up here. And at least to me, like the amount of fallout a palette has does not necessarily correspond with the quality of the palette. But I know some people care about how much fallout there is, and so I mention it, even though to me it doesn't make a big difference. It's just so that you know. And, my usual disclaimer, these are not makeup tutorials. I tend to talk about what it is that I'm doing when I'm doing it, but it's not to show you how to do your makeup. I am not a makeup artist or anything even close to that. I just like high-end beauty luxury products, and so since there's not a whole lot of people in my skin tone that are trying different products, I film myself using them so that you guys can get the benefit of that. All right, I'm gonna use the purpley color and use that out here. And one thing that I did previously do with this palette is also use the mixing medium, the Makeup by Mario mixing medium, and that is pretty good too. So if you're interested in making the colors a little bit more impactful, then that might be something you might want to use, either the one by Makeup by Mario or it's any other mixing medium, but his is a good one. So just getting that into the outer portion and into the crease. All right, I think that's good. Then I'm going to use, the brush I used just now was a Rougher 01. And now I'm going to use my Sonia G Builder Pro and go into this maroonish color, I guess, and put that all over the lid. Got my mirror right here. So I can see, so sorry I'm not looking directly at you as I do this. And again, pardon for all the weird faces I make as I do my makeup in general. Can't help it. And then I'll use the silver color in the inner third and the inner corner with a Rougher 03 brush. I'll just make sure that's my color switcher. And I want to use that a little bit onto that lid here and on the inner corner itself. And kind of blend that in with that maroonish color on the lid. All right, I think I'll need a little bit more right here. Okay, and then I'm going to clean that off. I'm going to go back into the purpley duochrome color and use that along the bottom lash line. All right. And into that outer creasy area too, to make sure it all kind of blends in together. All right. Lovely. So that is what the eyes are looking like. So it's not as sort of like in your face as the colors that I normally like to use for my eyeshadow. So if you like a more sort of subtle look, still a variety of colors, still a nice effect with the duochrome, um, but not like super bright colors like I normally like to wear. And this would probably be a really good palette for you to try out, I think. All right, so let me get on some eyeliner and mascara real quick. I use my purple eyeliner by Marc Jacobs. And oh, I hear my son. I think we're gonna get ready for me to take him to school. So he, like me, is not a morning person. So if you hear him being a little ornery, that's his normal. I'm ornery in the mornings as well, which is part of why I do this. It gets me in a much better mood. So I usually wake up a couple hours early compared to everybody else in the house and do a little bit of sort of self care, which to me, doing my makeup is kind of like self care. But I do my morning reading, a little morning meditation, talk to my higher power, all that sort of stuff. And then I do my makeup. And if I skip those things, so I notice that my mornings are a lot more chaotic. If I haven't taken a moment to just relax, center myself for the day, and all that sort of thing. So I encourage you to do the same. Make sure you, at least for us, um, like once the kids wake up, that's pretty much the end of our day. Like they're just going all day. So I started waking up early in the morning to do my thing because that's the only time where I could really like focus on me and do the things that I need to like preserve my sanity. Parenting can drive you insane. It's a combination of parenting and work and you're trying to be a good wife and a good mom and all these things, and it's just a lot. And so there's you still need to find some way to find time for yourself and do the things that you enjoy and that bring you a little calm. And once the kids are up, and our kids tend to go to bed late, and so like trying to wait until the end of the day for me is not like really a feasible thing because they're not going to go down till late, and then I'm exhausted by that point and just want to go sleep. So the only way for me to make that work was to get up earlier to be able to have that time. So do whatever works for you. So yeah, so there are the eyes so far. And for hi. um, so I'm gonna use my Suku palette for my blush. I'm gonna use these two colors. And this was the Suku 101 blush palette, which I still love. I have been using it for a couple months now, and it's like my favorite blush palette. It's just, I'm not, like, I prefer cream blushes to powder, but this particular palette is so, like, I guess because it's so finely milled, it's just awesome. Like, the blush seems to, like, melt right into your skin. So I really love it. All right, and then I'll use something. I'll use this one. That was a Refer 05 brush that I used for the blush. And for the highlight, I'm going to use this Detail Pro. I'm going to go with not the pinky color or the goldy color. I'll go with the pinky color. Right on this area, and so blend that out a bit. And there, and then the same thing on the other side. I do tend to be a little heavy-handed with my highlights, so you can definitely go a little lighter with it if you're not big into like a beaming highlight on your face. But I tend to use a bit much. I don't think there could ever be too much highlight. Well, that's not true. I've put on too much before. And then I just like to make sure that I blend it in so that it's like not just like a line of highlighter on my face, but try to blend that out some. And the brush that I like for that I've discovered is this, my Sonia G Smooth Buffer. So once I have my highlight and my blush on, I like to use this smaller buffer brush to kind of get that all more smooth looking. I really enjoyed how that performs for that particular task. All right. So now I'm going to get on just some powder. I'm going to use this Laura Mercier just because it's the first thing that I reached for. And I'll use my rougher 25 brush. I'm going to take just whatever's in the cap of the Laura Mercier and use that all over to set the face. Oh, I have not done my eyebrow thing. Let me do that real quick. And where did I put? The Beauty Fatale Brow Fix Tint and Shaper. Use that. I do not do my brows in any kind of fancy way. This is basically all that I do, just to make sure they're a little bit more apparent, that they are there, they exist. This kind of just makes them a little darker and fills it in a little bit, but I'm not great at like doing the whole shaping your brows thing. It's something that escapes my abilities. I know my limitations, so that's that. That's all it took. Even that I did a little too thick today. I don't know what's going on there. Oh well. I'll just look a little angry today, I guess. That's fine. And then where's my setting spray? And then I'm going to use my BeautyCounter lipstick. This is the first time I'm using this color. It's the color Intense Lipstick by BeautyCounter, and the shade is Twilight. And I was intrigued by the color because it's kind of like a purpley red type of color. So put that. So there's the swatch. And it's nice. It is creamy, for sure. Put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Make sure I'm not all over my face. All right. So yeah, I really like that color. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. Okay. Awesome. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the morning. Let me get this off before I forget. I've definitely gone to work with all kinds of swatches all over my hands before. I'm like, what is all of that? So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a great time hanging out with you guys this morning. I will try to be back more regularly in the coming weeks. I know we're coming up to the holidays and things, so hope you all are having a good holiday season so far. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up and get out of here, get my kid to school, and get to work. It was a pleasure, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.